This week's purposeful practice is to review the letter names and how to play them on the recorder for B, A, G, and also C and D. We're going to use this a little bit later, but especially B, A, G, because our first belt piece is going to use those notes. So first things first, fifth graders, remember from last year, your left hand goes on top, your left hand is on this side. Now, I am not a mirror image to you. When I'm using my left hand, it's going to be opposite of yours. So my left hand is there, your left hand is here. B is thumb and first finger. So again, your hand over here would be doing this like this. To practice these, you don't have to have music in front of you. You can go back and review. The link on this page says 5th grade recorder belts. There's some review pieces for all of these in the first 3 or 4 pages of the recorder belt booklet for 5th grade. If you have your 4th grade one, you could also go back and look at that one. But starting with B, you can just do the dewdrops thing and say, this is B. And just saying that to yourself, this is B, and then do the dewdrops. This is B, do the dewdrops. It's great practice for remembering that this is what B feels like. The muscle memory is what's most important that you are practicing at home. We can work on the note reading in class a little bit, but you've got to have the muscle memory first. So here's B. A, you just add the second finger. So then you'd say, this is A, and then do the dewdrops. And then the other one, this is G. You would add the third finger. So again, your left hand is on top, so you're here. Then 1, 2, 3 is G. And that would be how you play the G. The other 2 notes that we went over, C is like this. So if you start with A, which is thumb 1, 2, and then you point your pointer finger up, and I have you do this in class, I say C, Miss Turner, because this is C. You tell yourself C and play dewdrops. And then the last one is D, and D is no thumb, so it's just the second finger with no thumb. So if your right hand is over here, it is just that second finger right there, and nothing else covering any holes. And you gotta make sure that's the second hole, not the first one. Another good thing that you can do is just write down a plan for what you're going to practice using those letters, C, D, B, A, G. So you can start with something really easy. You can just take a piece of paper and say, okay, for the first one, I'm going to play B, then A, and then G. And just write it down for yourself so you have a plan. So then when you play dewdrops, you could switch from B to A to G at some point. So you might go, and then you've played through all 3 of those. You could decide that you're going to throw in C and A. Maybe you're going to play C, A. And so when you do dewdrops, you might go back and forth. But practicing those things and actually having the visual where you see which letter names you're playing C is going to help you be able to associate this is C, this is A, this is C, this is A, this is D, this is C. So you've got to work that muscle memory thing in. That's what the practice is for right now. We'll get to the letter names, we'll get to the note reading, but your purposeful practice for this week is basically just playing around with the notes that you know, B, A, G, C, and D. If I were your mirror, this is the hand that would be on top, B, A, G, C, D. And making sure that your fingers can do that and move fluidly between those 5 pitches. Have a great week.